Good morning, everyone. It's the notorious, glorious V, the Guerrilla Economist, coming to you live with our main guys this morning. We're going to give a quick market recap, but a market preview and some news of the day, as well as some great announcements from the cryptoschool.io. But before we even get into that, folks, I just want to do a quick rundown of our sponsors. Guys, again, amazing things are happening over at the Crypto School, so go check it. Crypto School, the Watches Trade Room, excuse me. Go over to watchestrade.io, watchestrade.io, or WT.live. There you can learn how to trade. And right now, I'm going to let the guys tell you that we have an amazing new system. We have an amazing algorithm that has been captured, that's been perfected by 25 years of experience that only the man who knows himself as the algo capitalist has done for us. And you can get over there. Dex is running. He's in full command of the USS Crypto Destroyer, and he is in full command of it. The trade room is hot; it's on fire. Over 60 cryptocurrencies are traded. Do you hear me? Holler if you hear me. 60 cryptocurrencies are traded, and if you want to take it to the next level, we have options to trade stocks and forex. All that stuff is there from somebody who spent 25 years trading on the Wall Street, baby. The Wall Street. He wasn't doing anything else. He was just doing his thing. And with that being said, also check out our sponsors, mycbdedibles.com, mycbdedibles.com. Whether you want the juiciness, the deliciousness, and all that other good stuff, that's there. Check it out, mycbdedibles.com. A lot of things today. I mean, they got the new vape products that are coming out soon too. So
that looks
a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. So check it out, mycbdedibles.com. Even doggy treats for your pooch. Check it out. Okay, mycbdedibles.com. And remain calm, folks. Remaincalm.net. Remaincalm.net. Whether you need asset protection, maybe, hey, you know what? It's a great year. Stock market's on a tear. It's on a tear. And you want to trade. Hey, you know what? You want to get yourself $800,000 unsecured. Go there. Apply. If you got good credit, you got a good employment history, go ahead and apply right there to the funding program to get you up to $800,000.
Or even if you don't have a good
if you don't have a good credit, we have partnerships with people that can get your credit cleaned in as little as 14 days. Okay, that's through an affiliate program that we have with a partner, and get that done through them. And of course, our asset protection program is there. If somebody's coming after you, they're threatening to sue you, they're threatening to take everything you got, you need to contact us. We will make you bulletproof. We will take care of liens, levies, bank garnishments. We'll kick it all in the nuts for you and happily do it. Book a free consultation. Or you just want to have one-on-one with the great one. You want to tell me what your plans, hopes, and dreams and desires are, and I can help you with that. And
or just breathe heavy in your ear.
Or if you just want to call me and just want me to breathe heavy in your ear like this. Or you just want to hear me do like impersonations of Darth Vader, like,
there you go. It's worth the money.
Only if you know the power of the dark side.
We can do that too. Whatever you want to do. Check it out. One-on-one with the great one. It's all there over at remaincalm.net. So, Dex, Frank, what's going on? Quick market recap, quick market forecast, as well as what's going on in the Crypto School. School. Damn it, the Watches Trade Room. What's going on? Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, hey, they all go to the same place. They all interlink with each other. So, yeah, I wanted to jump on. This is a big week for us with Dex taking over the room. It's just been awesome. And something I wanted to clarify. We are adding to the service. Nothing has been taken away. We are adding exponentially to this service. So I've had a few people who said, oh, I'm kind of just interested in cryptos. And it's like, you want cryptos? Dex and I did a video yesterday, and honestly, like, I was looking at his stuff and I was like, okay, this is cool. This is interesting, but I didn't fully understand how to use it. And then yesterday we did a little walkthrough of how to use his trade sheet that he posts every day in the room, and that people are going to be getting. And we started, because our room has always done cryptos, we started with cryptos. And that's it. And what I realized really quickly is that his system is, I can't say enough. I've been gushing to him. I feel embarrassed. I keep gushing to him about it. Within 2 seconds, he showed me how powerful this system is. And it literally, we did a video, within a couple minutes, you understood how to use it. And here's what blew my mind. You know, we've always had a decent amount of trades. You know, sometimes you're kind of on hiatus waiting for things to happen. With his system, he posts just cryptos alone. He posts a report on 60 cryptos every single day. And within seconds of looking at that report, you'll know what you want to trade that day. You can make your picks based on the indicators that he's posting. And when I say indicators, I don't mean reading all kinds of complicated things. I mean, is it a 1 or is it a 0? It's a 1, and I like that coin. I'm trading that today. It's that simple. And we explained it in seconds. In fact, after this broadcast, he and I are going to make some more videos for our room showing people the power. So I wanted people to understand, just because we're adding all of these amazing, look at those beautiful videos on that site. Isn't Matt amazing? That way he make look at that. Makes this look so cool. I love it. So yeah, we're going to be adding a lot of content there too. That's the Watch Us Trade YouTube that's up on the screen there. So I wanted to make clear to people that yes, we are going to be adding. You can trade, as I said to Dex before. I said, "Oh, do you trade this?" He goes, "I trade everything." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot." So we're going to be trading everything, but people need to understand, especially those of you who've been in the room before. His style is very different than what we used to do. It's not a matter of, oh, today he's going to do one of the indices, tomorrow he's going to do a Forex. No, every day he posts a report on everything. Now, if that sounds overwhelming, I can tell you from personal experience, it's not overwhelming. Within seconds of looking at that report, I knew what my options were. And we used to talk all the time about 15-minute a day trades, and some people found that like, it's a little harder than that. I can honestly say this is 15-minute a day trading to the next level. He posts that report at night. You can set your trades up for the next day, and basically, if your orders fill, go in and put a stop loss. I'm talking for people who are doing cryptos, because the crypto platforms aren't as sophisticated as others. So literally, check in, make your decision, check on it once during the day at your lunch hour or something like that, and you're done. Not only that, it's not waiting for a couple trades here and there. He's posting a full report on 60 cryptos every day, automated. It's going to, and people in the room are going to see this over the next couple of days. We're onboarding people to his system. So we took our system, combined it with his system, and now it's just ridiculous. I'm so excited. So, so anyway, I just wanted to clarify that. If you've got a Binance account and some cryptos, Watch Us Trade is for you. It's still for you. It's now more than ever for you. But if you also want to learn, so think about this. Some of you are like, oh, you know, I trade a little bit of cryptos. Maybe I don't have enough money right now to trade futures, or I don't have enough money right now to trade the stock market, but I got some cryptos. Come into our room. You're going to see not only is he posting an incredible report every day, but you're going to have access to his full educational suite that will teach you how to trade everything, anything you want, or just stick with cryptos. Believe me, that alone is well worth the subscription. So I just wanted to get out and say that this morning to people who are a little confused about what we were doing. This is a massive, massive, we said the other day, we're taking it to the next level. We skipped a bunch of levels. After learning just a little bit more about what he does, I can tell you I'm excited. I used to trade all kinds of things, and I got burned and didn't know what I was doing. I got off the phone with him the other day. There he is. He's oh yeah, people can't see my screen. He's posting stuff right now. I got off the phone with him the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna go find my old options accounts, because if this is how he trades, I'm down. I'm ready to get back to it. This is awesome. So anyway, folks, just wanted to say that. Thanks, V, for letting me come on. More cryptos than ever. We're doing more trades on cryptos every day than we used to do in a week. So this is a really great upgrade, and people got to check it out. They got to go to watchustrade.io and come in and at least give yourself a gift for Valentine's Day. Romance yourself, and buy yourself a month in the Watch Us Trade room. You won't regret it.
Exactly. Frank, very well said. Very well said. Dex, real quick, man. Market. What's going on with the market today? Because every morning we're gonna have a morning show. We're gonna have Dex come in for about 2 minutes and give us a market rundown of what we can expect today.
Well, right now, what we're experiencing is more so an inside type of a day. For those that don't know what that means, not familiar with that, an inside day is when you pretty much trade within the trading range of the prior or previous day, and that's what's happening right now. We're seeing it on the equity side. The market's down a little bit, but it's not exponential. It's not taking out any major support levels. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing the same thing. Bitcoin right now is basically a narrow range type of a day. So it's going to be boring. You're not going to see, any major trading opportunities unless something, jumps off today, which I doubt. It's pretty much a boring day. It's a day where you would just push back from your computer and go play golf. But, got to give you the but. Narrow range trading days equal breakouts the following day. So you can expect either a breakout to the top side or a breakdown to the bottom side coming for the crypto space as of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. At 6:01, when things start cracking again, once we start getting into the European and Asian sessions, you can expect to see a rise in volatility.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Very cool indeed. Gentlemen, thank you so much for both of you guys for coming on. Really appreciate it. And thank you.
And no worries. Oh, I just uploaded the Forex sheet for those that were asking for it.
Nice.
Nice.
Good deal.
Delicious Forex.
It's funny because the Forex
those
market's
tasty
been choppy,
trades.
man, and usually it's a huge trending market.
Yeah.
What's that? I was talking over you. What'd you say? The Forex?
Yeah, Forex is a big trending market, but lately it's been choppy, just like everything else.
Yeah.
Actually, excuse me 1 second. I have to let the contractor in. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Hi, V.
Hey, man, we're live, dude.
Hey,
we're
man.
Live. Hey. Anyway,
cool.
I heard you like to trade.
I'm looking at his sheet right now. He posted last. So here's the cool thing. He posted last night his sheet with, and what we're doing for people who are kind of outsiders to this, we're onboarding people to his system. So what we've been doing the last couple of days is just posting his crypto trades, and probably fingers crossed by the end of today, everybody will have access to all of his stuff inside our room. But we've been just posting a simplified crypto sheet, and just by request, the room said they wanted to trade. He had a list that he was trading of a limited list of cryptos, and he said, he asked, "What do you guys like to trade?" And by the next morning, he had a list of. I said 60. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's 59. He had a list of 59 cryptos, all with indicators. And he and I did a video yesterday, and he was explaining even the ones that don't have the rally alert built into them, that he showed how you could trade them anyway if you wanted to. You could basically put in stop limit orders at a certain price, and that would mean that it was bullish based on his system. So I was just blown away, man. And I'm talking simple as simple gets. Not sitting there worried about this or worried about that. If the trade doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. You didn't lose anything. If it does, you're ready with stop losses. Just professional to the next level. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right, I'll be quiet. I'll see you later, V.
Yeah,
well, actually, you want me to stay with you while you wait for Dex?
Sure, just stay here and hold my hand.
Why don't we give people a preview of what you do when they pay for those phone calls where you breathe in their ear the whole time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
they say, V, comfort me with your breath. I'm coming on your morning show every day, and I'm going to mess with you.
Okay, I apologize.
He's back.
Had to let the contractors in. Okay.
It's okay. We were talking more stuff about your cool charts and stuff. Well, your Excel spreadsheet, it's a beautiful sheet.
Yeah, and we're trying to get everyone acclimated to the new system. So while we're doing that, I designed a quick watered down version of it. What I mean by watered down, I don't mean that it's less or inferior. What it means is it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that the main sheet does. So This is quicker. You just look at the securities that you like, that you normally trade, and see if there's a trade rec for the day. And if it is, you take it. If it's not, you keep it moving.
I think it's actually a good way to start the simplified sheet. It's just less to look at. It's like, okay, I need to know this and this. And then once people are getting the full sheet within a day or two of now, they'll sort of start with that. So I think it's kind of a cool way to transition.
Hey, whatever it takes, man. That's what I'm about. Whatever it takes.
Indeed. All right. Well, I'll leave you alone now, V. Thanks for having me on your morning show. I'll let you talk to Dex more, and I'm going to go.
Yeah, get out.
Take care,
Leave.
folks.
All right,
You didn't have to
take
say
care,
it
man.
like that.
Thank you both for being on.
No
Now
problem.
it's
All right,
solo
later,
time
bud.
for me.
All right, buddy.
Dex, I'll see you back tomorrow for another market preview.
Will do, my man.
Dex, and also this afternoon we'll probably do a trading tear dome.
That'll work. Just let me know.
We'll do like a 20-minute stint, break down everything.
Okay.
You know, fall out of the sky like a stealth bomber and hit him up, light him up, and disappear back into the clouds.
That'll work.
Hell yeah!
I know
All right,
people looking
gentlemen.
for those alerts anyway.
Good
Later,
deal.
buddy.
Good deal.
All right.
All right, folks. While they get out of here, let's get into the news real quick. A lot of things going on in the world, and I want to get into it. You know, I had Dex and Frank on because there's super important things that are happening, especially with the Watchers Trade Room, which is really going to the next level. The system's amazing. I love systems where you don't have to sit there and literally crapping yourself in the pants, wondering if you've missed a trade, and you could actually go ahead and have a life, which is a wonderful, wonderful way of doing it. You can actually go ahead and have a life. So pretty interesting things have been happening, folks. And what I'm going to do is this. There's some pretty interesting things on cryptos that that I can't seem to ignore. Okay. And remember what I told you. Okay, remember what I told you. We're in a very, very weird place. We're in a very, very strange place. A strange place where all sorts of malarkey, mayhem, and chaos is occurring, is happening in markets and in geopolitics and all things globally. But what is also happening, folks, okay, what is also happening is a massive amount of fortunes are being made. In fact, the rich are getting richer, and believe it or not, even the poor are getting better, okay? And we're seeing more wealth accumulation like we've never seen before. We've seen the markets are doing extremely well. And you might ask yourself, how in the Western world, where we have so much stinking debt, how in the Western world, when we have so much insolvency, when we have so much debt, when we have so much deindustrialization, is this happening? This phantom wealth effect. And I told you that how can these banks continue, these investors continue to make profits in a world where it's 0% interest rates, where it's in some cases in some Western countries like in Switzerland, it's negative interest rates. How is this happening in the world of ZERP and NERP and TWIST and TARP and quantitative easing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and to infinity and beyond? How is all of this happening with all the electronic malarkey? And I told you guys it's rigged. The whole thing is rigged. The whole thing is a well-balanced computer system. That is what the entire financial markets are. It is a well-balanced computer system. And nothing happens by accident. Not even these stupid flash crashes. That's even done on purpose, okay? So, and I told you that one of the biggest things that's happening as we go to Dow 30,000, 29,000, which will happen, as we go to a strong dollar, as we go to higher asset prices, as we go into the realm of even alternative assets, in the world of de-dollarization, I told you that everybody's going to be chasing the yield, and that is exactly what you're seeing. And one of the greatest masters of chasing the yield, one of the greatest organizations, love them, hate them, you name it, these guys are masterminds of manipulation. These guys are the straight up capos of the financial game. I'm talking about none other than JP Morgan. Folks, it was about a few years ago, right, that JP Morgan CEO, I think it was like 2 years ago, that JP Morgan CEO, Jamie Dimon, said that Bitcoin is a fraud, that it won't end well, and that he'd fire any trader who's trading Bitcoin under his watch. And then I began to tell you, and a few other sources throughout the OTC world began to tell you that somebody is backing up the truck. Somebody is backing up the truck. They're loading up some BTC when the price dipped from 20,000 all the way back down to 7, 8, 9,000. Somebody was buying at 6,000. Somebody buying at 4 and 5,000, and somebody's buying it at 3,000. And we see that JP Morgan is a big time buyer. Mm-hmm. That's right, it's a big time buyer. Well, Jamie Dimon bashed Bitcoin as a fraud for investors. Though he failed to mention the bank had been buying Bitcoin-linked ETNs traded on the Scandinavian exchange. Oops! But in a sign that banks are still seriously exploring applications for blockchain technology, despite the blow-up in the price of crypto tokens, JP Morgan announced that it would be rolling out its first cryptocurrency launched by a U.S. bank, according to CNBC. After banning the purchase of cryptocurrencies by its credit card customers last year, JP Morgan said it will soon be testing a stablecoin technology in its wholesale payments business now that its engineers have produced a finished product. The bank says JPM coin will be used to offer instantaneous settlement for transactions in the bank's large corporate clients. In its 6 trillion a day payments business, let that money sink into your head. 6 trillion a day payment business. For large corporations and institutions, unlike Bitcoin, JPM coin's value won't be subject to the whims of a secondary market. Instead, JPM coin will join the ranks of so-called quote-unquote stablecoins, where its value will be pegged to the dollar. And, if you get into cryptocurrencies, you'll see a wide swath and array of stablecoins, either pegged to dollar, pegged to gold, pegged to whatever. But it also could have other uses, including facilitating securities transactions, enabling JPM's corporate clients to consolidate their dollar deposits held by subsidiaries across the world. And the bank is ruling out using technology to facilitate smartphone payments for its retail clients. But focusing on the corporate applications, since JPM counts such a large share of the Fortune 500 as clients, the bank hopes its first mover status will give the technology a good chance of being adopted, even if other banks create their own coins. Pretty much every big corporation is our client, and most of the major banks in the world are too. Because of its payments focus, some compare JPM coin to XRP. But as one Twitter user pointed out, the coin will most immediately compete with Settlement Coin, a consortium between 7 global banks that have been working to roll out something very similar. The cognitive dissonance between Diamond's comments, which he later retracted, and the bank's pioneering push into crypto has provided fresh grist for the Twitter meme factory. And I'll show you a funny one over here. It's quite hilarious. Quite hilarious. Let me show you this. Bitcoin's a scam. Our shitcoin JPM coin is legit though. Wink, wink, Jamie Dimon. Oh my god! Let me show you this this meme. It's hilarious. Look at this. Bitcoin's a scam. Our shitcoin JPM coin is legit though. Wink, wink, Jamie Dimon. Why is he doing this? First of all, they're not creating crypto. They're not creating a cryptocurrency. They're not creating any of that. All they're doing is they're creating a digital token that's that with their own digital ledger. They don't even have blockchain. Okay, they have a ledger. Their coin is not decentralized. It's centralized under their control. It's centralized under their power and whim. This will have business applications, but in the greater scheme of financial freedom and the greater scheme of adaptation, it's not going to end well for the JPM coin. This is not the first foray into this either. If you folks fondly remember, back when Blythe Masters, the evil, maniacal Blythe Masters, whose name is synonymous with comic book villainry. Okay, who was a villain from comic books. Blythe Masters, the so-called mother of derivatives, right? The creator of derivatives. Blythe and Larry Summers, another well-known criminal. Okay, Larry Summers, another sociopathic psychopath. They launched a JPM coin that they did when they were still with JP Morgan, and that was basically dead on arrival. That could not even take off. That was it crashed and burned. So why do this? They are trying to categorize and capture business outside of the dollar. Why? Because they will take these tokens and these coins and all the assets that are moving to this, and I guarantee you, and if I were to be a betting man, and I am, I bet your bottom dollar, okay, I bet your bottom dollar that they will have some sort of derivative instruments set up that are linked to this quote unquote JPM coin, its payment platform, and they will have derivatives in order to what? In order to do what? In order to create more liquidity and wealth for themselves. Because why? We're living in an illiquid world. I want you to think about this. Their payment systems right now, in terms of payment systems they handle globally, is $6 trillion a day. That is an obscene amount of money. An obscene amount of money. Imagine, if you will, that they can have a tokenized system that integrates fully with their $6 trillion a day trades. And think of it, if they were, and I guarantee you that they are, having some sort of a derivative financial instrument built around that, where they can trade that in the derivatives market as a security. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Creating a derivative, a financial instrument based on a payment system, a tokenized digital ledgered payment system, and then having that tokenized payment system and the financial derivative behind that, and using that derivative and selling that packaged all throughout the world as a AAA security on various global derivative markets. It would make subprime mortgages look like hotcakes. It would make it look like nothing, actually, excuse me, because it will sell so well. It would, I mean, 6 trillion, oh my God, they've been making hundreds of trillions in terms of liquidity being sloshed around in the derivative market, where things are leveraged 10, 20, 30, and 40 times over. This is the next level of feeding frenzy. Folks, large institutions are buying Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong about it. They are buying Bitcoin. They're using it as an anchor, but they're also studying it. They want to create their own controlled cryptocurrency, right? They want to create their own controlled cryptocurrency. Why? Because these guys, what JPM is doing is not just a settlement coin for global trade. Whatever. And they're not trying to create a competitor to SWIFT, like the banksters who started XRP, Ripple. They're not trying to create a competitor to SWIFT or anything like that. They want to have their own ecosystem, and with that ecosystem having the leveraged position with the financial derivative of this system, and make tens upon tens upon tens of trillions of dollars daily. Instant liquidity, folks. Instant liquidity. That is what they want to do, right? That is what they want to do. The other big news, and you're going to see more and more banks doing this. Don't watch. You're going to see more and more banks. Oh yeah, we want to come up with our own token. Yes, we want to do our own little token, and want to make sure that's out there for the people and more freedom. Yeah, okay, sure. And then you have countries doing it. Well, it's not enough for Nicholas the Sweetness, the bus driver Maduro, to have his own petro cryptocurrency, which failed dramatically. We have Iran. Iran wants to get around the U.S. embargo, and why do they want to do it? They want to dump the dollar. Again, this is all part of the deal. When banks are coming out with alternative systems, they are de-dollarizing. Do you get it? They are de-dollarizing, is what I'm trying to say. So when countries are coming out with alternative systems like cryptocurrencies, right? They are also what? De-dollarizing. The Ayatollah Khomeini, the 40th anniversary of the Islamic Revolution, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini from Iran made an effort to express Iran's geopolitical stance in simple terms. We have good relations with all nations. We don't want to break relations with any European nation. And an explanation of the slogan, Death to America. I told us that death to America means death to Trump, John Bolton, and Mike Pompeo. It means death to American rulers. We have no problems with the American people. It's very true. They really don't hate Americans. They just can't stand our government, like most countries in this world. So the slogan is indeed a metaphor, as in a death to U.S. foreign policy as conducted for much of the past 4 decades. That includes, of course, the dismantling by the Trump administration of the nuclear deal with Iran, known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. In a rash rebuke of the centrist government of President Hassan Rouhani and Foreign Minister Mahmoud Javad Zarif, who negotiated the JCPOA with the Obama administration, Russia, China, and France, they want to roll out a new system. For the Europeans who signed the JCPOA, what's left is trying to pick up pieces, enter Instex. Okay, that's the special, vehicle, a special investment vehicle, SPV. And the instrument in support of trade exchanges and mechanism backed by the European Union. And what they want to do is this. Okay, over and over again, Rouhani administration must tackle the insurmountable contradiction. National pride boosted by Iran's recapturing its role as a major power in Southwest Asia is always undermined by intimations of social despair, as in countless families surviving on less than $200 a month. Under the rampant inflation and suffering of the effects of the nonstop fall of the real, whatever the feel-good factors constantly exhorted by the government. Now they want to roll out a cryptocurrency called the Paymon. That's right, Paymon. That's what they want to do. They want to roll this out, and what they want to do is have a gold-backed cryptocurrency called a Paymon. That's very interesting. And not only is this interesting, I want you to think about how smart this is. I would rather trust the Paymon from Iran than JPM's own coin. I would rather trust the gold-backed Paymon than JP Morgan's nothing-backed counterfeit coin. The negotiations are well advanced for the Europeans as well as Russia, Switzerland, and South Africa to expand the Paymon trading. Iranian officials are adamant that blockchain will be crucial to improve the nation's economy. The Iranian move mirrors Venezuela's actions in launching its own oil-backed cryptocurrency, the Petro, last October, but count on the blocking Iran Illicit Finance Act to swing into overdrive in the U.S. Congress. Meanwhile, Russia and Iran have all but bypassed the U.S. dollar in bilateral trade, using only ruble and rial, and in case of urgent need, the euro. If we have no other options, according to the Russian ambassador to Iran, China, Russia, Iran, Turkey, the four key vectors of ongoing Eurasian integration, are investing by bypassing the U.S. dollar on trade by any mechanism necessary. The Eurasian Economic Union is also working on a common system for boosting economic sovereignty, as defined by President Putin, and as a free trade agreements with an array of partners, including China and Iran. This is the background in the run-up towards what is essentially an anti-Iran conference convened by the Trump administration in Warsaw this Wednesday. No one in Europe that really matters wants to be publicly associated with the Iranian demonization. Federica Mogherini of the EU foreign policy chief is not going. The EU-wide businesses unable to force France, the UK, Germany, Italy out of going business with Iran. What's left is for so basically blah 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 blah. They are rapidly, and I remember reading a report last year, folks, why blockchain is dead in the U.S. None of the banks are investing in it. Really, they're not investing in real blockchain technology. They're investing in their own ledgers. They're not creating any sort of real stable coins. They're really not. They're creating toxic coins by using the most toxic asset in the world, which is the U.S. dollar. It's the ticking time bomb. But here you have the Iranians, with the help of the Turks, the Chinese, and the Russians, fully pulling. They're the magnets. They're the tractor beams pulling Eurasian integration. And all of them are bypassing the dollar in trade by any mechanism necessary. By any means necessary. They're completely ignoring the dollar. And they are doing it like you would not believe. And so you're going to see more of this happening with countries. Western banks are really clueless. They're out of touch with reality. They're similar to Western politicians, out of touch with reality. Completely out of touch with reality. Let's see how this all ends. Let's see what happens with all of this. And with that, folks, there's going to be more information, more news that's going to be coming on later. We're going to have the trading show come down at some point during the day, and we'll get into the trades of the day and all these other things. And also, the newsletter will be launched soon. I'm thinking about launching it Monday. I got a few articles I got to upload. I will be launching a newsletter. It's going to be pretty awesome, graphic intensive, very nice, very polished, very high production value. So look forward to that, and I'll announce it when it's ready to go. And with that being said, folks, thank you all for listening in. I'm over and out.